Hello, everyone. I made it today. Oh my. So I am going to play a little bit of this, and then when and if I get a moment, I might catch you up as to what has been going on, but I don't want to start it out that way. So let me see. I don't even remember where we left off. I think we needed to... Did we still need to speak with Bodan and Sandal? I believe? Maybe? We'll find out. I'm still trying to tweak the audio, so we'll see how loud Bodan is.
If there's anything I can do for you, please tell me.
Ooh, ouch. Okay. I don't remember, but I'm gonna refresh myself here a little bit.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
So yeah, let me know. I did actually watch a bit of the last video that I streamed, and the voices sounded really quiet. The dialogue sounded really quiet, so I turned it up a bit. So let me know how it works for all of you. Pretty sure I looked at all this. No backpacks? One can always hope. A protective cone. Oh dear. I bet that goes over well.
If there's anything I can do for you, please tell me.
Tell me your story.
I suppose since you told me about you being a Grey Warden, it's only fitting for me to be as open. I am originally from Orzammar, the famed dwarven city that lies beneath the stately Frostback Mountains. I was a merchant there too, merchant caste. These things are in the blood, you know. You can't just leave them behind. I ran a fairly successful business. Rare artifacts, you know. Old things, grand things. The nobles loved them. Reminded them of the lost glory days, I suppose.
What is the lost glory?
Our kingdoms once spanned the length of Thados, from majestic Orzammar to Kal Sharok to glittering Darmalin far to the west. They say the gold and silver veins ran so thick through the stone of Darmalin that the entire city sparkled. The Darkspawn took it all, of course. One by one, the old Tigers fell, and then all that was left was Orzammar. But we were talking about how I ended up here, weren't we? One day, a noble woman came to my store. She looked around for a bit and then started shrieking in dismay. Apparently, she believed that a pair of braces I had for sale once belonged to her brother. He'd been lost in a cave-in, you see, while on an expedition to clear out the Darkspawn from one of the tunnels running close to the city. They were made specially for him. They're unique, she shrieked. He stole them from my poor brother's corpse. She had me arrested on the spot, of course. Nobles, they're touchy like that.
I think we might have already went through this dialogue. And I apologize if it's a double up for some of you, but we'll go ahead and finish it off. What happened then?
Well, I didn't steal them. You see, I'd been paying these castless thugs to venture out into the deep roads for me. The lost ties.
Hello, Raiders.
Things that people left
Hello,
behind.
Isabella.
Sometimes you can find a treasure. Something worth a little gold.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. It's the Muffin Lady. I was so happy to see that you're streaming now. How has it been? I have been busy. I was busy, and then I wasn't so busy, and then I got busy again. Oh, it's been scary. It is scary when you first start. It is. It's a big deal when you go to push that button for the first time. It is not a bad thing. It's a little stressful right now, because the busy has changed. We were trying to get everybody and everything situated, and that started to smooth out. And then yeah, now my daughter has oh no, it's a good busy now. My daughter has decided to go to college, and so yeah, it's the first time I've actually taken a kid to college physically. My son, he got his associate's degree online around the time all the COVID stuff happened. Thank goodness he wanted to do it online. I'm not sure how that would have worked out otherwise. But so yeah, so it's been a learning process, and there's been some more things that have come along with that, and just, you know, trying to figure them out, doing the adult thing. Hey River, how are you doing? I hope you're feeling better today. How's your back? But welcome everybody. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much for the follows. I appreciate it. And we are checking out Dragon Age Origins again. If any of you know about that, it is rated mature. I just want to let you know that, just in case you are not comfortable with that. It is a rated mature game. And but yeah, checking it out, getting ready for the new release of Dragon Age, the Veilguard, which they have just announced, I think in the last week or two, for October 31st, Halloween of all times, which I don't understand, but it is hard. Yeah, the COVID's hard, watching your youngest go to school, and I guess in a way I was going through being an empty nester twice, but it's bittersweet, you know. You're gonna miss them, but you know they're starting their own life, so that is a proud parent moment. I'm glad I was on too. I've been having a rough week, so this is the first day I've streamed this week. Things have been busy, a lot of last minute stuff I'm still trying to help my daughter out with, so yeah. Been a rough week. Head, neck, and back are making it worse. Be right back. Oh gosh, yeah, once it starts in one of those places, it just kind of spreads, doesn't it? Oh. It's a lot. Yes, it can be. It's a big milestone. That is for sure. But considering everything that you hear happen sometimes, I think it went pretty smoothly. There were some things we missed, some things we did last minute, some things we still needed to get this week for her, things we just completely forgot. I mean, who goes to college and forgets the toilet paper? This lady did. Got everything else, forgot the toilet paper. Oh my gosh. But you've never seen Dragon? Oh, this is old school. This is, when was this first one released? I think it was, I want to say 2008. It may have been earlier than that. But this is the first of a trilogy. And let me see, 2009. I was close. Into 2009. So yeah, it's an oldie but goodie, I guess is a good way to to describe it. A lot of people love the first one, and there's a lot of mixed feelings about Dragon Age 2 and then Inquisition, but I loved them all. They are very different, and I get how some enjoyed one more than the others, but I love the story in all of them, so the gameplay didn't bother me that much. It is older school. It is right up my alley. Can you describe it a little bit for me? Oh my, now that how do I describe it? So there's this thing called the Blight. It happens at random times where I guess the Blight, it's a
portal.
It is led by what they call the Old Ones, which look like Love you too. Sorry, got a little bit hijacked there.
Bye, chat.
Pinky saying goodbye. They show up every once in a while, and they basically look like a corrupted dragon, and they corrupt everything in their path. Land, people, animals. And so unless it is stopped, everyone's pretty sure it's just going to consume the whole world. But yeah, there's choices and gear, and it's just kind of, I don't know, River, would you consider it one of the last classic RPGs before things kind of evolved and merged with the other genres? I wasn't too familiar I was pretty much focused on this one after a few years after it was released, so I didn't even really, any other RPGs wasn't too much on the radar for me. But so you can choose how you start out your character, and then you are trying to think of the right word. I want to say conscripted, but not everybody understands what conscripted means. You are drafted is probably a better word. You are, depending on your circumstances of how you choose to start, you are drafted to be a part of a group that specializes in stopping the blight. And so, without trying to give out too many spoilers, if it's sounding strange how I'm trying to describe it, so things have not gone according to plan of this group, and so now you're trying to find allies and continue the mission and rebuild. And so it just goes along, you know, you meet different people, and then there's big relationship building in this game, and a lot of adventure and traveling to different places and meeting the different races and trying to get their help, and just leveling up along the way. It's just got everything you could possibly want out of an RPG, and the story is just amazing. And I love it because I didn't really realize it until Dragon Age Inquisition, but it parallels, and I never know how to describe this. I need to really work on this, but there's a lot of faith-based undertones to it, and I just love it because it makes me try and figure out, you know, the story and the legends behind their faith and what they believe, and I can see where it can parallel with some people's beliefs and where they changed it a little bit. It's just, I don't know why, it's just so interesting to me. But let's see. Yeah, it is very interesting. It is epic. It's one of the major epic games. I think most people, if they know of it, they will know that I don't know. I put at least a good 100 hours into each of these series repeatedly because I wanted to go through and just play each facet of it and see how things changed and everything. And that's just it. If you play like an elf race, they will all respond to you as an elf. If you play a human noble, they will respond to you and treat you differently as a human noble. So it's just really good. And it does, somebody said, River, I compared it to Mass Effect. I don't know if you know about it, but it is very mature themed in the relationships, and has a gore aspect to it, which you can shut off if you want to. I think, whether they call it persistent gore, but I've always shut that off. So so I think that was all I wanted to say about it. I don't think they get into like crafting or anything. They added that in Inquisition, which made it even better. But I have played through Inquisition many times. River, I can't remember. It showed on the PlayStation 5 how many hours I had in Inquisition, and I think it said I had thousands. So I don't remember how many, but it was a lot. It was kind of ridiculous. So you want to play it over and over, is different classes or characters. Yeah, to me the replayability is huge if you want to see the difference in how your choices, and that's also it. your choices could also change, you know, how everyone reacts to you, and has some effect on how the game ends. So the simpler a game, the better, as far as I'm concerned. This one feels a little complex in the beginning. Every time I started these games out, there's a little bit of a learning curve to it. But it is well worth it to try and figure it out. They even carry through to the other games. Yeah, it has a website called Dragon Age Keep, if I'm remembering right. And it can log all your gameplay there and carry it over to the next game. And you'll see how it keeps the history of what the previous hero did, and you'll hear about it in the next chapter. You could also just go into Dragon Age Keep and just change things here and there to see how it affects the outcomes in the other games and that sort of thing. So it's really cool. I just had fun at one point just messing with Dragon Age Keep to see what all the difference was, because it's time consuming to go through and play it over and over and over again. Oh yeah, it's epic. If you can get this game and you enjoy it, it is the game that keeps on giving. And I don't know if it's still on sale. The last time I played it, it was even on sale, so you could get each game for anywhere from $2 to $4. It was crazy. So, well, it says an ad is starting. So, did we get? Oh, we didn't get the pre-roll ads in. I think I haven't streamed so long that it actually has changed the settings that I had set up on the ads. So that's a little frustrating, but that is my own fault. But I had a little voting system set up for this, for those of you who can hear me, for those of you that can't. Did it say you're back? I'm not sure. It popped up real quick and then it disappeared. So hopefully you guys can hear me. Yeah, so I think Minya was the only one, and she was here at the time when I was discussing it, and she was the only one that weighed in. So if we can, we are going to go back to Ostagar. Oh, apparently it's starting now. I wish I could figure out. I tried to set up an account one time to keep an eye on what kind of ads I was going at the time. But then someone explained to me everybody gets something different at different times. So I can't even keep track of that. I tried, but I can't. So, I've seen that the new practice is now that people kind of take a break and wait for the ad to pass so nobody misses anything. But if they don't even all start at the same time, I'm not exactly sure how that would work. It would almost be like a red light, green light thing. Somebody would pipe up and go, oh no, I got an ad. It's like, okay, red light. Everybody freeze. Don't move. Think about your plans this weekend, what you're going to do. Everybody getting ready for Labor Day next weekend, though, too. I can't believe that's here already. Good heavens. That's crazy. So, okay. Down to the last few seconds, so I'm going, and for those of you on YouTube, I appreciate your patience when I do this for Twitch. Appreciate you guys. All right. So, let me see. Okay, treasure. Yeah, better to do something with them than leave them to rot.
That's exactly how I see it. The noblewoman, she wasn't too happy with the theft of her brother's bracers. I don't know what they planned for me, and I didn't want to find out.
Oh, so you checked
Bribed
out.
the guard that was watching me and took off for the surface first opportunity I got. Never looked back.
Don't blame you. Well, if she had looked at it a different way, she could have been thrilled to death that was her brother's bracers. And knowing Bodan, he probably just would have given them back to her. And now you are here.
Yes, here I am. Now, is there anything the boy or I can get you?
No, I think we're good.
Of course. Good fortune to you and yours.
All right.
Goodbye.
So I will definitely go back and look through the other video and see if we already went through everything that was watched or streamed or vidged. Sorry, I've got a quick text right now I've got to respond to. Oh, autocorrect. Wait, what? Okay, so I type out did. It changed it to dings, and then it changed it to dinner. What in the world is autocorrect thinking? No. Why do you do that too? Okay. Hopefully that answered their question real quick. Okay. So, I will go through the video, see if we went through Sandal and Bodan's story, and if not, then I will definitely hit that the next time we come to camp, because we come back here a lot. But I believe I have talked... Oh, I don't think we've talked to Morgan. Oh, that's definitely a save. I know we haven't talked to Levi. I might get an idea of where... Wow, I really should have watched that video. Sorry, guys. Dropping the ball a lot on this stuff.
What do you wish of me? If you must.
Okay, we must have talked to her. All right, because there would have been more options if not. So let's go talk to Levi. Actually, I think I'll save him. He does open up a quest for the DLC, but we're not going there right now. So, oh, indecision is a horrible thing. All right, let's go this way. So,
Yes. Yes.
Indeed.
You like the look of this game? I'd be so curious to see what you would think of 2 and 3. They're all very different. It's the same game, yet not. Is it gonna let me go back to Ostagar? I may not be able to go back to Ostagar yet. Oh no, it's not letting me. That I'm just hitting the wrong button. Wait, do I need to go back to... No, it won't let me go back there yet at all. Maybe I can't go back there until later. Well, that's a bummer. Okay, I think I saw... She said if Ostagar wasn't available, the Brazilian Forest. Okay. Thank goodness she gave us another option. Otherwise, she'd be in trouble. Or we'd be in trouble. Wouldn't think they're running late, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Alright, so... Is this the first game? This is the first game. This is kind of after... I think it's safe to say this is after the introduction to the game has happened. You know, like all the big cutscenes and all that stuff. Now we kind of get to take full control and decide where we're going. Why is this not working? There we go. I'm like, what am I doing wrong?
Hold, outsider. You may be of my kind, but you are not Dalish. Why are you here?
Okay, and also another heads up. I've been having a lot of issues with this crashing. I thought I fixed it. I downloaded a mod, which I normally never do, to try and stabilize it. But I think it was the video before last I had some crashes again. So I'm hoping that was something that had to do with that we were trying to figure out if the quick save would work, because the autosaves were crashing it, but I think the quick saves were crashing it as well. So it was good the last stream, but it was just basically dialogue. So I don't know if it's stable or not. I'm hoping so. I believe so. I've only got, I think, a handful of videos under my belt so far. I can't remember exactly how many I have, but yeah, just started. You know, things were busy with getting my daughter ready for school and everything, so I was wasn't doing as long streams as I wanted to. But yeah, the crashing was getting interesting. Sometimes it would be a quick jump back in, and then sometimes, I think a couple times, I just had to call the stream because I had no idea what was going on and did not know how to fix it. And I think one time I had crashes. It crashed, and I needed to update my graphics card. So I was thinking it was something else, so that was the last thing on my list to worry about. Oh, it gets interesting sometime. Streaming. A lot of critical thinking comes with streaming. And I haven't had to critical think in a very long time. All right. I have business with your leader, actually. Well,
And what business is that?
Not necessarily an appointment, but... I'm a Grey Warden.
That is not a lie that many would attempt. I will bring you to the Keeper then, and he can decide if your business is worthwhile.
Awesome. You know you're doing good when you get past the secretary or the receptionist.
I see we have guests. Who are these strangers, Mithra? I have precious little patience and less time to spend on outsiders today.
This one claims to be a Grey Warden and wishes to speak with the clan. I thought it best to leave the decision to you.
That was wise of you. Maserenus, Mithra, you may return to your post.
Manuvinen, Keeper.
Now, allow me to introduce myself. I am Zathrian, the keeper of this clan, its guide and preserver of our ancient lore. And you are?
My name is Laura. A pleasure to meet you.
If you came to bring news of the Blight in the south, it is not needed. I had already sensed its corruption. I would have taken the clan north by now, had we the ability to move. Sadly, as you can see, we do not.
Yes, it seems like you've had your own troubles. What are the odds?
So their first reaction to trouble is to flee from it. Curious.
I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed centuries ago. Unfortunately, we may not be able to live up to the promise we made. This will require some explanation. Please, follow me.
It's one of those days. I get it.
The clan came to the Brazilian forest 1 month ago, as is our custom when we enter this part of Ferelden. We are always wary of the dangers in the forest, but we did not expect the werewolves would be lying in wait for us. They ambushed us. And though we drove the beasts back, much damage was done. Many of our warriors lie dying as we speak. Even with all our magic and healing skill, we will eventually be forced to slay our brethren to prevent them from becoming beasts. The Blight's evil must be stopped. But we are in no position to uphold our obligations. I am truly sorry.
Is there no way to help your men?
The affliction is a curse that runs rampant in their blood, bringing great agony and then ultimately either death or a transformation into something monstrous. The only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself. And that would be no trivial task to retrieve.
You're talking about a werewolf?
No, but it is the one who made these werewolves come to be. Within the Brazilian forest dwells a great wolf. We call him Witherfang. It was within him that the curse originated, and through his blood that it has been spread. If he is killed and his heart brought to me, perhaps I could destroy the curse. But this task has proven too dangerous for us. I sent some hunters into the forest a week ago, but they have not returned. I cannot risk any more of my clan.
You said you could perhaps destroy the curse.
There is no guarantee that this will work, as I suspect. But it's the only hope we have left.
I will find this Wither thing for you.
I must warn you that more than werewolves lurk in the Brazilian forest. It has a history full of carnage and murder, you see. Where there is so much death, the veil separating the spirit realm from our own becomes thin, allowing spirits to possess things, living or dead. But if you can indeed help, then I wish you luck.
So not happy trees, is what he's saying. Kind of love decent voice acting. The voice acting in my game isn't so great. I don't know if I've ever... It's the Siberia series that you're playing. I don't know that's ever come across my radar. Let's see. Equipment, questions. Oh, we need all the above.
Make them quick, if you please. I have much to do here. My apprentice Lanaya or Sayrel, the clan's storyteller, could provide you with answers just as easily.
Okay. Tell me more about this curse the hunters suffer from.
There is not much to say. It stemmed originally from Witherfang, but now any werewolf may infect someone with it.
Siberia, I believe, is what Isabella's been playing. Or it was the last time I saw her notifications come up. How did this curse start?
That is a long tale I do not have time to tell. Ask Sayrel about it if you wish.
Okay. It's a puzzle game. The story is amazing, but the mechanics changed in Siberia 3. So frustrating. We are struggling through it, but I almost recommend watching cutscenes and skipping it, sadly. Oh. I think that if that's the case, then you understand some of what Dragon Age fans went through. It changed, the gameplay changed a lot from Origins to 2 to Inquisition. And it looks like it's going to be a lot different in the Veilguard as well. Alright. I wonder if he's going to be able to answer any of my questions then. So if I'm bitten, am I going to become infected?
It is possible, but not guaranteed. The only way to protect against the curse is not to be bitten.
So did they all come from Witherfang?
No. The ones from this forest, however, do.
And how do you know if you're infected?
You will know within a matter of days. You will begin to sweat and vomit, and most tellingly, your temper will become wild and uncontrollable. If that happens to you, you should seek out Witherfang even more swiftly. Your mission at that point will be rather personal.
All right. How about equipment?
Go on, then.
Oh, how do I find him?
Watch for the white wolves. They are his eyes and ears in the forest.
Okay. We already asked that.
I must return to caring for my people. Creator's speed on your way.
Wait a second. There was something there about equipment. Let's see. Sad. I was supposed to talk to Sarah. Who's Sarah? Oh, there's Sarah. Okay. Oh man, I ran out of drink before I streamed and didn't refill it. That wasn't brilliant. Okay, so...
I shall do it.
Please leave that be.
Oh, whoops. Was
If you
that
have
locked?
need of
I didn't even pay any
equipment,
attention.
I am sure Master Verathorn can help you.
Hi, what a way to meet. Can I ask what's inside?
What is the point? It is none of your business, so please, leave it be.
Fair enough. Okay, yep. I did a great job of making a first impression. Ooh, there's a exclamation point over there. Maybe a... Cause I just thought it was a crate, so I thought it was fair game. I was wrong. So like this. Although it's not popping up for some reason. There we go. See?
It is
Wooden
begun.
crate. Maybe. There we go. Ooh, So see? Look at it. Nab it. Not a problem. Oh my. Oh, I feel ya. Yeah, high school started last week, and so we were bad this summer. We were staying up way too late and sleeping in way too late. So 6 o'clock came very early.
What are you doing? You've warped the wood completely. Did you leave it out in the rain?
No, Master Verathorn. I think I just used too much heat.
You're not smelting ore like a Durgenlin. This is living wood. It requires patience and delicate hands, not more heat.
My actions bring me sorrow, Master Verathorn.
And so they should. Truly the art will be lost to us forever at this rate. Throw away your dead wood and start anew, and I shall speak to our guest. Now then, please forgive my distraction, stranger. Is there something that you need?
What exactly do you make here?
I'm the clan's craftsmaster. It's my responsibility to learn what I can of the ancient elven arts of shaping wood and ore. In truth, we Dalish know little of the art compared to what we once did. And even what we know has taken us many lifetimes to achieve. There is wood that, if treated properly, is as hard as steel but far lighter. It grows only in this forest. Ironbark. The Keeper has forbidden us from entering the forest to collect the wood. This means I cannot make our finest crafts for years to come.
What if I found some for you?
I would be hesitant to ask it of you, but if you should come across ironbark, I suppose there would be no harm in gathering some. It is blue and very distinctive. You can only harvest the bark which has fallen off the tree from age. Now, if you find some, bring it to me, and I will craft it for you.
Yeah, they have created a whole different culture for each race, and I wanted to point it out when we first came here. They spoke in another language. They've created Dwarven language, an Elven language. I used to know some of it years ago when I played Dragon Age Inquisition, because you actually had to try and find the translations because some dialogue is spoken, and funny enough, written in Elvish, so you don't actually know what they say unless you go in and you search online and you find people who have picked the little pieces of the language out in all the games, and were able to piece it together and translate it. And I think you might have actually had to even read some of the books to be able to do it. So you actually get some more information if you just dive that deep into the game. It's kind of crazy. I think it's about as much as I have ever nerded out in my life. Okay. Ooh. Did it say where it was at? You can only harvest the bark which has fallen off the tree. Okay. Well, what kind of items would you make?
I excel in making blades from the ironbark, or perhaps a breastplate. Provided there's enough wood, that is.
Oh. Okay. Very well. I'll take a look.
That would please me. So long as our hunters come first.
And what do you have?
I am no merchant, but let us trade. Perhaps there's something here which will be of value to you.
Oh, I can imagine there is. Oh. Oh my. What in the world did I spend all my money on? Okay. I hope you don't have a backpack, because I don't have any money for it. There's a gift. 20% nature resistance. Dalish armor, which sadly I can't use. Might be good for a rogue. I think I got one of those. What did I get? Now, what is the difference between... Okay, so a Darmisu is a dagger, and a Darmisan is a longsword. Gotcha. Dalthanan It's a battle axe. Dalthanu is an axe. An axe. Alright. Not doing too bad for once on my inventory space. But I don't think I have anything to sell. Oh, forgot to give my gifts. Oh well, I can do that later. And I need to save. Oh, I forgot to put that we were in the forest. I can do that next time. Ooh, we got another one. There we go. We got a set. I'm guessing this is locked? No? Oh, it is not. Wow. Just taken
Yes?
all their stuff. I am very clumsy with the mouse and keyboard for this. I have only ever played this on the console. I think Pinky is trying to convince me to stream it on the console, but that would require me to, I think, pick up a capture card, which I don't really want to. I don't know how much they are, so I guess I shouldn't say that before I know how much they are, but...
Andera Natishan, stranger. I am Athras. I hope the others have not been too harsh in their treatment of you.
Oh no, they've been fine. They're cautious. Makes sense. But yeah, I'm hesitant to spend more stuff on my stream now, since I want to help my daughter as much as I can with her college expenses, so that seems like something that I can go without for a little while. They have, and it's annoying. I mean, this isn't an incorrect observation. I just don't know whether it's going to have a positive or a negative. So, okay, I don't mind. I understand.
That is very generous of you. Most would assume we are unkind as a rule, and that is not the case. Especially not to a Grey Warden. But we have lost much, and it is easy to forget simple niceties at such a time. I understand you will search for the wolves in the Brazilian forest. I would join you, but Zathrian has forbidden me.
You do not seem happy about that.
None of us are happy about this situation, and I least of all. But I shouldn't trouble you with this. You have your own concerns, I am certain.
No, if you want to share it, I'd love to hear.
Well, perhaps you could help me with it. I would certainly appreciate anything you could do. My wife, Denilah, and I both fought the werewolves in the ambush. She was injured so gravely, the curse spread rapidly in her. Zathrian fought hard to ease her pain, but there was little he could do. And though he says that Denilah is dead, he will not let me see her body. I am beginning to believe she became a werewolf, and that it is being kept from me so I do not go chasing after her.
I would not allow any to keep me from my goal.
Going out there could cause another attack, and I wish no harm upon my clan.
This I understand. To hold the group over the individual is worthy. An unexpected trait in your kind.
If I could just know if Denilah is alive, or what happened to her, then I could be at peace.
Stin is our Spock. I will seek her out in the forest.
I have an amulet made by our craftsman. It's not much, but I would be happy to give it to you in return for any news.
So, Ironbark and find Denilah. Well, I take that back. There is a little bit of crafting in here. You can make traps and potions. And let's see. That is the wrong... Which one is it? Is it skills? I think it's here. Yeah. So there's trap making and herbalism and poison. So I forgot. That's what little they dabble in the crafting in this game. But they... Trying to remember. I can't even remember. I don't normally play when they, make traps or poisons or anything like that. Potions maybe, but you know me, I'm playing it on easy mode, so I don't really have a big need for that, so I can use the skills in other places. It's colored ink. What is this? Oh, Valesline. I didn't realize this was here. I think I missed that every time I've played this. Does that become a quest? No, it's just information. Okay. That's the tattoos that show up on the Dalish and also later on in one of the other games. An Elgato HD 60X external capture card is $160 on Amazon. Thank you, River. I appreciate you being here as my tech guru. I knew there was something like that out there. I didn't know if there was other options, but I think the Elgato is the go-to for pretty much everybody. I don't know. I'll have to look. I don't know if one came with the build. You have it on your wish list? Apparently, I need to put it on mine. Maybe that's something I can ask for Christmas or something. Have everybody pitch in for it in my family. Say, would you like to contribute to the Elgato fund? I have one, but it is one of the older ones. Oh gosh, yeah. I might have looked into it years ago, maybe when my son said something about it, but yeah, I can just imagine what they do nowadays. They probably stream for you now. Okay, let me save that since I got that new quest, and I need to change this. I'm just gonna put Elven Forest. I can't remember how to, or Dalish Camp. I could have done that too. Can't remember how to spell Brazilian just right off the top of my head. Okay, we needed to talk to Cyril.
We few wanderers greet you, friend. We do not see many of our city brethren here in the woods. Would you help us break our fast?
I'm not even from the city. I'm even a rarer sight. I would like that.
Come then and sit. Join us by the fire. I am Cyril, the clan's tale-teller. I understand you are venturing into the haunted forest to save our hunters. I suspect your efforts may be in vain. An entire group of our hunters went into the forest to do as you intend, and they have not returned.
If I'm lucky, maybe I can find them as well.
An outsider to the rescue, but of course. What were we doing trying to solve our own problems?
Oh. Ouch. I haven't done anything to deserve this, have I?
Perhaps you do not. But you are an outsider, and that we must rely on your largesse is a bitter pill for us to swallow.
You are being most unkind, Cyril. Would you refuse our hunters' help simply because of the hand that offered it?
You shame me, Lethalan. I have allowed my bitterness to cloud my better judgment. Forgive me, Grey Warden. It is most difficult to forget the lessons the Shemlin have taught us. Perhaps I can yet make amends. Stay while I spin a tale for our children. And then I will tell you of the forest if you desire.
It's hard to shake off bad experiences. Normally, being upset like that about things, it normally comes from somewhere. Somewhere valid. Yes, I would like to hear a tale. Always.
Come and join us then, all of you. Now, what say we tell the story of the fall of the Dales? Which of you children knows that best?
I think I do.
Yes? Then come, child. Oh, don't be frightened of the outsiders. Now, where do you suppose such a tale should begin?
When we were slaves?
Yes. Long ago, our people were slaves to an empire the Shemlin had built on the darkest magic. They took away our history and our language and left us nothing. And then that empire fell. We were freed.
Because Andraste came with her army, and Shartan joined her.
Yes. Andraste, the Shemlin prophet, came out of the south and challenged the Tevinter Imperium. our ancestor Shatan fought at her side. And when the rebellion came to an end, we were given a new homeland in the west, the Dales. We began to rebuild the culture and history we had lost in our years of slavery. We worshipped the creators and made the Dales our home. Perhaps you know what happened next, stranger. Do you know what happened to the Dales?
Oh, I almost made it. Just snuck away while the story was going and grabbed myself a drink. I believe the humans invaded again. If I remember right, it was the Chantry.
Indeed. They resented that we would not worship their maker.
Yep.
And they resented our ways because they were so different from their own. The Shemlin nations grew cold towards the Dales. They called us blasphemers and tyrants, and declared war upon us. A great crusade.
Not every human felt that way, I'm sure.
And which is worse? The actions of those who believed they were right, or the inaction of those who knew they were wrong? Oh, I am certain we played a part in our downfall. We believed that the Shemlin would not revoke their prophet's gift so lightly. We were wrong. They took our lands, forcing us to abandon our gods and live as beggars in Shemlin cities.
You should have fought. You should have fought to the last of you. Better that than to submit.
Oh? Is it not the Kunari way to force others to submit? Surely that would not be your advice to my people, were they attacked by the mighty Kunari.
That would be different. The Kunari would improve your people. The humans have improved nothing.
Perhaps. Even so, many of us did fight. We fought, and we lost. But there were those of us who refused to abandon our ways. They emblazoned the symbols of the creators upon their flesh, and vowed to keep their ancient lore alive.
That's us. That's the Dalish.
Indeed, child. We chose to wander, homeless, rather than be ruled by the Shemlin. And all our clans wander alone until the day we have a homeland once more.
Then we bring the old ways back to our people, because they have forgotten it all.
For we are the Dalish, the keepers of the lost lore.
The walkers of the lonely path.
We are the Elvenan, and never again shall we submit. And that is the tale of the Dales, stranger. Thank you for allowing us to tell it to you.
Oh, hang on. This is interesting. Perhaps you'll allow me to tell a story as well. I don't know if I've ever gotten this option before.
Perhaps another time. You are the guest here,
man.
and one who may yet prove of great help to our ailing hunters. Now, as I said I would, I can tell you what I know of the Brazilian forest. Do you wish to hear it?
Definitely.
Our legends say that before the Shemlin came, the Brazilian forest was a place of our ancestors that predated even our oldest homeland. The people of the Imperium came here and gave the forest its name. If they found traces of our ancestors, we cannot say. If they did, those elves were slain or enslaved. We know only that a great many battles were fought here. These trees grow upon the graves of those who fell, Shemlin and elves both.
Does this have anything to do with the werewolves?
So much death in one place tore the veil into the beyond. The Shemlin know the beyond as the Fade, the place of dreams and spirits. When the veil is torn, spirits pass into our world freely. The legends say that one great spirit possessed the wolf that became Witherfang, who passed its curse of rage onto men and created werewolves.
And this is the same Witherfang that exists today.
So Zathrian insists. He says that Witherfang does not age, as the werewolves do.
Not if it's a spirit.
Witherfang is as much spirit as it is beast, and thus it is immortal. Perhaps it cannot even be slain. At the very least, it is old and powerful, much as Zathrian himself.
So are there many spirits in the forest?
The forest is said to be haunted. Spirits possess the trees, the wolves, even the bodies of the dead. They yearn for true life, you see.
There were battles in the forest.
Who can say what value the Imperium placed on this
Oh.
land? And how many elves died here, in slavery? Even the
Imperium's old,
barbarians,
too.
who came to overthrow the Imperium, fought and died on this soil.
And how many wolves are there?
No one knows. When the Shemlin lived in these parts, the curse would spread anew to a few of them with each passing year. They would run off into the forest, never to be seen again. Eventually, all the Shemlin left. One assumes the werewolves survive by passing their curse to their offspring. They have had no new blood. Until now, that is.
Have the hunters become werewolves?
It is said that one or two have turned already, though the Keeper denies it. As for the rest, they will either die or turn, unless they are killed out of mercy. I would rather die than become a ravening, soulless beast. Wouldn't you?
That's all I need to know.
One last warning. The forest is like a thing alive. It changes as it wills, closing paths behind you and opening up new ones. Too many have become lost within, unable to find their way out. Were I you, I would endeavor not to make the forest my enemy.
I can do that? That's not good. I don't remember making it mad at me. I don't remember that being a thing. Okie doke. I'm gonna run around camp here.
It's too bad you don't have a clan of your own.
Well, I'm kind of making one of my own. It's slowly growing. Maybe that has something to do with the fact I'm playing an Elven mage. Yeah, I don't ever remember that being... I thought maybe she'd be able to tell her story because, I mean, she's not a city elf. So, and of course, she's not a Dalish elf, so she could tell her story of how she was taken to the circle as an Elven mage. So, yeah, I don't remember that either. Maybe I just picked the choices in the right order to get that time. I thought there was somebody else to talk to. It's normally the named people.
Andaran Atishan, outsider.
Who are you?
I am Gaina. Is there something you need from me?
I don't think so. Can you answer some questions? Or maybe she's a hunter.
I am not sure what I can tell you, but I shall try.
Like I said once before, the only one I haven't done is dwarf. Like I said, if you like politics, I think that would be a safe way to describe what the dwarven choices are. One more so than the other. Okay, I think I've known enough. Tell me about the forest.
You would be best to speak to Sayrel.
Oh, okay.
He is our storyteller and knows far more of such tales.
So maybe not a hunter. Tell me anything about Zathrian?
Zathrian? He has been our keeper since long before my parents' parents were born. What could you wish to know about him?
That's one thing. He is very old. What's a keeper exactly?
He keeps us safe, and he keeps the knowledge of our people safe. so we may bring it to all of our people one day.
Yeah, like is a stronger word for my opinion on the politics. Yeah, it's... no matter where you go, politics are complex. Which is interesting, because you have two choices with dwarves, and the one is politic heavy. The other, I don't know whether to say it's heavy on the politics, but it is definitely a huge result of the politics. So, kind of also, no, what's the word? Class hierarchy, I think might be the right word. So, yeah. What knowledge is that?
The ways of our ancestors, of course.
Okay.
From the time of our Lathan, before the human empire enslaved our people.
Where does he get his knowledge?
From the other clans, and from the artifacts we uncover in our travels. Everywhere the old empire was, so went their slaves. Pieces of our past lie everywhere.
Bring it to all of your people.
To your people. When there is a new homeland for us all to settle in, the Dalish shall teach your people what they have forgotten.
I guess we might fit in that group since we...
Yes.
Weren't raised. Let's see. Well, I think that's it.
Then may the creators bring you fortune.
Okay. Wasn't it castless or noble and crafters or job specific? Yeah. That might be a better way to... So not necessarily based on class, but crafting. Yeah, that actually is a better way to put it. I feel like I'm missing something or someone. Well, that's the way to leave. I don't want to leave. Oh, there we go.
It shall be done.
Looking for all the little statues now, too. Ben Harrell, the Dread Wolf. There is also the boy who wants you to get a wolf pelt. Here? I don't think I've ever gotten that quest. Oh, there I see an exclamation point. I knew it was missing something. Oh, maybe this is who you're talking about. You are not wrong in calling him a boy, now that I think about it.
Hello?
Hello? Who are you?
I am Kamen, a hunter apprentice. Though I wish I could become a real hunter.
Why can't you?
I shouldn't be talking about this to an outsider. You wouldn't understand.
Okay. Tell me before I kick your head in. Okay. Responses sometimes make me laugh in these games. Try me. I might surprise you.
I suppose there's no harm in it. It's not like you can help me.
Are all these bears such cringing, ineffectual creatures?
I've been an apprentice for too long. To become a true hunter, I must bring back the pelt of a beast I killed myself. A boar or a wolf or something. I wanted to hunt in the forest, but we're forbidden to enter because of the attack. But the real problem is Gaina.
I just talked to her. The young woman by the fire.
She's my heart's desire. I have asked for her hand, but she cruelly refuses it. She will not bond with an apprentice, she says, and calls me a child. I am no child. If I was a hunter, I could prove it, but I cannot hunt, and Gaina will never bond with me. I feel so helpless. I shouldn't have brought it up. Just leave me to my misery.
It is frustrating when things are out of your control sometimes. Okay. Well, there is. I'll fix the werewolf problem. You can go hunting, you can get the pellet, you can bring it back, and live happily ever after.
You think I haven't thought about this? There's nothing I can do.
Don't want to get the pelt for him. That's cheating. I'm not talking to Gaina for him. This is not high school. Yeah, I don't want to get him killed either. Just... I don't know if I've ever done this. Have you tried wooing, Gaina?
Wooing? I don't understand.
Oh gosh. No, we're not going to do that. The gift. No, that's superficial. I was going to say show her you love her, but I don't know if the romancer thing is... the answer I want's not here. Okay, we'll go with this. It's the closest I can get.
I've serenaded her, and we've talked many times under the moon. But that doesn't matter if I'm still an apprentice. Not to her.
Giving her a gift. I don't think I'm going to get the answer I want here. It's funny, since the last time I've played this, when you play, if you go back and you play old games, you realize how much you have changed over the years. Oh my. Okay, let's see. Well, we don't want to say that. I'm assuming she has some sort of interest in him, if she's even given him the time of day. Okay, what does this give me, if anything? I'll have to get back to you. Well, crud. They're just not giving me any options, are they? Okay, so my choice would be, I'll fix the problem, you go in the forest, you get the pelt, and hopefully you live after happily ever after. That's what you do. It's about waiting and being patient. And unfortunately, that's a lot of life. So, but yeah, I'm not going to tell him the other one. So, okay, I'll get the pelt for you.
No, I couldn't do that. I must kill the beast myself. It is my rite of passage to become a full hunter.
Okay. I mean, he's not wrong. That is true. At least he's aware. Do I really need the experience from this? I have never just said, fine, have it your way. Although I would not say that. I was like, fine, I can respect that at this point. Let's see what happens. I'm curious. He still has the exclamation point over his head. I wonder what would happen if I left this, fix the problem, and see if he's still available to talk to afterwards. I'm kind of curious. I want to experiment a little bit because I've never done this. I know I've tried the other options, but I've never done this. So I'm curious if this will work. I don't think it will, but I want to try it out. And this is probably the safest quest to try this out on. Alright. Did I get everything? Oh, no, I haven't. That's locked. So don't touch that because then I'll get in trouble. We don't want to get in trouble. Oh, Andril. I thought that was a statue of Andraste. I was like, what's Andraste doing out here? Elf woman. Hunter. Did I get everything? I wanted to say there was another quest, but I think now in my head I am getting Inquisition mixed up with Origins, and that's going to be a problem if that's what I'm doing. Oh boy. Let me just double check the edges here. I think I got it all. I just want to go talk to God of the Craft. Are they like all here? It's June. I think I've only found 3, and there are like 8 or 9 of the Elven gods. Are they all hidden around here? I got these guys. Maybe they've only got so many in their camp, or wherever they camped. Maybe they camped near the gods that they like, which is possible. And if that's the case, it's kind of funny, because nobody likes Finn Harel. Oh, nope. What's this? Eldest of the Sun. Oh, maybe I need to check all the Elgarnan. Okay. Maybe they are all here. I don't think I've ever looked for these. Ooh, hang on. There's one all the way back here. Although they look like little face masks, so those are like really hard to find. Deathroot. Alright. It's for poisons. Don't fall down the hill. Would be an unepic end to an epic hero. Okay, I don't know what carts I've gotten and what I haven't, and they're not actually called carts, but I can't think what they're actually called at this point. Pile of sacks. Ooh, why are you guys storing your daggers in sacks and crates? That is problematic. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. I thought I was thinking of Inquisition. I wasn't. There was another quest down here. Gilnanen. That's a fun name to try to pronounce. I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything with this one, though. Let me double check. You have to have a specific skill. And nobody has it. Drat. Oh well, we'll talk to her anyway.
Who comes? Oh, I beg your pardon, stranger. I was so busy attending to the Hala, I did not hear your approach.
Who are you?
My name is Alora. I am the Master Herder in charge of caring for the Hala. Not as exciting as being a Grey Warden, but the Hala are vital to us.
What is a Hala?
They are the noble beasts that pull our Aravel. What humans call land ships. They are our companions and our guides.
Aravels. That's right. Not called carts. Aravels. You make them sound like friends.
That is exactly what they are, in fact. We ride the Hala, but never with reins or a saddle. It is the Hala who decide where to lead us, and our privilege that they take our Aravel with them. In return, it's the herder's job to speak to the Hala and care for their needs. It's a bond of friendship, and not servitude.
So why have you separated this one from the others?
I fear she may have been bitten during the werewolf attack. I have tried speaking with her, but she is too agitated for me to understand. The curse would not affect her as it would us, but it would still be lethal. And it may prove contagious to the other Hala as well. I can find no wound on her, but if she's truly ill, then I will have to put her out of her misery. For her sake, as well as that of the others.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I don't know. Do you have any skills that might help her? If you do, I would be grateful.
As a mage, I don't know. Try to calm the Hala?
No. No, I'm sorry. She isn't calming any more around you than she is for me.
I'm pretty sure that this is not going to help any either. I just don't have any skill in that. I forgot about that.
And? What do you think?
I truly cannot tell.
I am glad you attempted it regardless.
I was hoping as a mage I could have something. I should go.
I will watch her for a while longer and see if her condition changes. I am grateful for your assistance, friend.
I don't know if I could come back and help once I jumped a level. I don't remember what level I needed to be for it to work. But I forgot about that. They make the strangest noise in Origins too. Not sure if I found them all or not. Not just the fact now that I know I can get them all. I want to get them all, but they all give you a little bit of anything you see an eye pop up on. It'll give you a little bit of experience. So it's worth it. Oh, Gaina, yeah, I'm not gonna talk to you again. Nope. Nope. And I'm not even sure if they're all available in this one, so. Where is Lanaya? She was over by Zathrian. Where's Zathrian? It should be over here. There she is. Okay. Get some more information from her.
Under invitation, Grey Warden. My name is Lanaya. I am Zathrian's first, what you might call an apprentice, perhaps. I've been studying under the Keeper all my life. I am a bit curious of the outside world. Do you mind if I ask you a question or two?
Nope, I do it all the time. You just asked me a question right there. Ba-dum-bum. Please, go ahead.
I hear the human cities are very large. Thousands upon thousands of souls all packed together in their houses. Is that true?
I don't know if I would know that. I don't know if we'd be able to see anything from the tower either, if there's even any windows we could look out of. Are you saying you can't imagine such a thing?
The few towns we have visited in my time have been small. I find it hard to visualize something so large and permanent. I try to imagine those of our people living in such a place, surrounded by walls of stone and indifference. It is a difficult thought.
Makes sense, considering what your life is. Yeah, I wouldn't know anything about that. They said that I came to the tower young, so I didn't even really say if I was Dalish or city. That would make a difference too. I don't even know if my character would remember that.
I thought, you being Elven, that you might have personal knowledge of such things. I should not assume. It is said that one day we will have a land of our own. We Dalish gather the ancient wisdom in preparation for this. When that day comes, all elves, even those who have forgotten, will reclaim their former glory. I have one more question, though I'm not sure you can answer it. Do the humans ever regret what they did to us?
I think some of them do. Not all humans are the same.
And yet, even if some regret, they do nothing. A poet once wrote of them, before the fall of the Dales. Like dragons they fly, glory upon wings. Like dragons, they savage, fearsome, pretty things. But you don't need me to quote poetry to you. Forgive me. Perhaps you have some questions of your own.
What can you tell me about Zathrian?
Nothing that you could not ask Zathrian himself.
He's busy.
He is the keeper of this clan and has been for a very long time. He is also a very good man who has lost much. The Dalish are everything to him, and he would do anything to protect them.
Lost much. What has he lost?
I really shouldn't talk about that. That's something you should ask him about yourself.
Okay. We already asked that. Well, he told me to ask her, didn't he? Okay.
A keeper is, first and foremost, the leader of the clan. He decides where we go and when we shall move. He's also responsible for knowing the clan's ancient lore and passing it on to the others in the clan. Without a keeper, the clan's knowledge is lost forever, so the clan protects him like no other.
And why are the Dalish so hostile?
I'm hardly anyone special, I assure you. If I seem different from the rest of my clan, it's only because I was born amongst humans. I came to the Dalish at a very young age, but I've always retained my curiosity about the world I came from.
How did you come to the Dalish if you were so young?
My parents were servants to a human merchant whose caravans plied the southern routes. One day, bandits killed him, and my parents both. I was the only survivor, just a young girl, and the bandits took me. I was their servant for several years.
Sorry, it must have been horrible.
It was. Though long years of reflection have allowed me to come to terms with it, to put them in perspective. I can only imagine what would have happened had the clan not saved me from them. I owe them my life for that, and more.
Are we asking this again?
The bandits killed a
Okay.
scout when the clan passed near their camp. When the clan discovered him, Zathrian came looking for his killers. He followed their tracks for almost a month, and when he finally caught up to us, he fell on the bandits like a terror. No one could stop him. I sat there and I watched him attack them in a blur, and I reveled in every blow. When he saw me, the fury in his eyes turned to pity. He took me back to the clan, and I've been here ever since.
Must not have had any other family to turn to.
It's possible I might have had some, maybe many. Zathrian offered to take me back, but I had no idea where I was from, and I wanted to stay with the man who rescued me. The clan is my family. Any others out there? It's best they believe that little girl died with her parents. For now, the clan is all I need. My old world could not have offered me all this, and the knowledge of a keeper as well. Perhaps one day, when I am keeper, I might inquire out of curiosity. I'm not sure what lies down that road except pain, however.
How did you become a keeper?
I am not a keeper. I am Zathrian's first. Though because I was not born into the clan, becoming his first was very difficult. We Dalish have old traditions. The clans come from the ranks of the nobility that once ruled the Dales, you see. The keepers of those old clans have the strongest and purest blood that reaches back to the days of Arlathan. I had to compete against the other candidates for first, to be better than them in everything, simply because I was not of the old blood.
You must be proud of your accomplishments.
I am. The ceremony where
Sounds like
Zathrian
hard work.
anointed me as his first was the proudest day of my life. The clan has placed great trust in me. One day, I will lead them and be the one who secures our future.
Okay, I
As you wish.
should go.
Darth Shiro.
And with that, I am going to save it here because the next area is pretty big and I'm already an hour and a half in. So I hope you all have an amazing weekend. River, Isabella, thank you so much for hopping in. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate everyban.
Hey, who raided you?
Isabella raided me.
Oh, wow. Aren't you special?
Maybe a little.
I'll ban them.
But I think that's the opposite of what I want you to do. Oh, goodness. Oh, my. Pinky, the power's gone to his head again. So I definitely need to end the stream here then. And thank you for those of you from Isabella's stream that followed. I appreciate that as well. And I hope to see you again soon. I stream, if everything falls into place, Monday through Friday at 1 o'clock Eastern time. So I hope I will see you again. And yeah, she just started streaming. I noticed it a little while ago myself, and I don't know how long she's been streaming before then, but seems to be doing very well. So excited for her. Miss her from our stream, but so glad I didn't even realize she felt the itch to stream. Oh no, and there it goes. Okay. Yep, and there's a crash. So, perfect timing. The game telling me it's time to go. And so yeah, things have been a little crazy. There's some things that are going on that I've been trying to figure out. Haven't quite figured them out yet. Need to get some more information and decide what I'm going to do. And then as soon as I know, I will let all of you know. It might have an effect on the stream times, stream availability. I may not be able to stream as often. I am not sure yet. I will still do my best to stream, but it just depends on what I decide I need to do. I would like to help my daughter out with her college expenses, so that means maybe trying to find a job. But right now, definitely haven't had much luck, so it's not a huge. It's a concern, yet not a concern in that way. So once I know anything and or figure anything out for sure that I want to proceed with, I will definitely let you all know, because it definitely affects you all as well. So, oh yes, Pinky, thank you so much for the shout out. I completely forgot to do that. I was so excited to see her. So, it's funny. You take a few days off, you try to get back into the swing of things, and it's amazing what you forget or what you just lose as habit. Yes, you got me. Thank you. I appreciate you. But yeah, I hope you all have a blessed weekend, and hopefully I will see you on Monday. So thank you again so much for watching. Imagine what it will be for me. Oh dear, I don't... What do you mean, River? Now you got me curious. I have to ask. What do you mean? Getting back into streaming. Oh. Are we getting a teaser? Someone getting back into streaming? Maybe. Did we hear it here first? Is this breaking news? If so, I'm very honored. And that's exciting. Because the more the merrier. Because I know what you've got lined up for your first stream, because you've been talking about it forever. Yeah, I want to, especially since I have 2 Lego kits to build. I need to watch you at least build one, so I know how to help Pinky with that crazy Dungeons and Dragons kit that I bought a while ago. We still haven't put that one together. I'm kind of scared of it.
Yeah, Abby wants me to put together her friggin' scooter.
Oh yeah. So I guess we've got at least 2 kits to put together as well. I mean, it's not a life-size scooter, but it's a big Lego scooter. It's kind of cool looking. And yeah, that D&D build, I have no idea. But yeah, I would love to watch somebody else do a build before I jump into that. So I'm more of a help rather than a hindrance. Plus, he's still wavering back and forth on whether to stream it or not, which I think he should stream it, because if we tried to build something together, I think it would be hilarious. Because I have no idea what I'm doing. And of course, I don't know. How many things have you put together that's Legos? 1 million?
A lot.
He's got so many things around this house. Just about. If it's not Disney, it's Legos. That's what our decoration theme is, pretty much. So.
Don't forget Disney Legos.
I was going to say, I was just about to ask, do they have Disney Legos? I can't remember seeing anything that you have that's Disney Legos, except for maybe Star Wars stuff.
But we got some.
So,
we got some.
Technically now, but...
No, we got some.
Okay. I apparently need to have a walkthrough. I've been missing something, so...
Yeah, they're all in they're all in 3 crates.
Oh, he hasn't gotten them out yet since he's moved. Okay, that's why I haven't seen him. I forgot that there's the totes full of Legos. There are totes of Legos out there somewhere. 3 crates full. Oh my gosh. Now I'm scared. We need more shelves. We need to take advantage of these high ceilings, because we do not have any more room down on our level.
Dog that won't eat stuff that falls on the ground.
That is true too. He would be like Lego Godzilla. She'd just come around and
Stop licking yourself. Dog.
Eat everything. Oh my goodness.
She's licking her paw.
Oh,
I think.
The paw. Is the paw still bothering her? Still itchy? Maybe it's still healing. So thank you so much for watching and being a part of this amazing, crazy life that I have. And I hope to see you all soon. Have a blessed one. I appreciate you all. New journeys wait in the next video. I hope to see you all there. Take care.